Hi, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Timeout Overtime on the Timeout Overtime YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rick Arsenal. You know the drill by now. If you haven't done so yet, get down there and smash that like and subscribe button. It won't cost you 1 red cent. It's free. It's free. Not many things are free anymore, folks. This is what I'm doing here, talking to you. This is free. And if you subscribe, you get notified every time I do a podcast. You can't watch it then, you watch it at your own leisure. Hey, what could be a better deal than this? Okay, so you tell your friends if they haven't watched this and subscribed to it yet, clue them in. Let them know the next subscriber to this very podcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them what it is exactly, what it is they're going to win. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Hockey last night, a very exciting game. Carolina Panthers tied up their series of the Stanley Cup Finals with Las Vegas at a game apiece on a goal by Seth Jarvis in overtime. Game 3 tomorrow night in Las Vegas. Seth Jarvis. Doesn't sound like a hockey player, does it? Sounds like maybe a cowboy that ought to be at a rodeo on a bucking bronco or a Brahma bull or something, doesn't it? Seth Jarvis. Doesn't sound like a hockey player. Not the usual French Canadian name that the majority of the hockey players have, or used to have anyway. Basketball tonight, game 2 of the Knicks and Spurs from San Antonio. Knicks with a sensational fourth quarter led by Jalen Brunson on Wednesday. Came from behind. Even if the Knicks were to lose tonight, I still see them winning the series. So game 3 in Madison Square Garden will be Sunday night on ABC exclusively. You know what the cheapest ticket for game 3 is, folks? You're not going to believe this. The cheapest ticket for game 3 of the NBA Finals in Madison Square Garden between the Spurs and the Knicks. You ready for this? It's hard to fathom. I'm going to have to fact check this. I heard this earlier. I'm thinking maybe I'm hearing $7,000. Not $700. $7,000. The average rental price in Manhattan, the average rental price in South Manhattan or that area, monthly rental price is $5,000 a month. Wow. So you're paying $60,000 a month in rent in Manhattan. And that's probably a very small economy type apartment. Of course, it costs millions of dollars to rent a place in Trump Towers, but that's get way ahead of ours. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm going to have to fact check that. The cheapest ticket Sunday night in Madison Square Garden, $7,000. I don't believe it. I'm going to double check that, and I'll let you know Monday if that's factual or not. I probably should have fact checked that before I came on the air, but that's something I heard this morning, and I thought I'd pass along to you. That doesn't smell right to me. Something doesn't sound right. Anyway, news that came out, broke about 24 hours ago, and that Dylan Larkin, the Detroit Red Wing captain, has demanded to be traded. We'll get to that after we get our commercials out of the way. I think let's do that first. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. Everybody knows where that is because it's been a part of our community serving us proudly for the last 40 years, more than 4 decades. Right there on Carlton Road, across the street from Aeroswick Printing, between the railroad tracks. It's just the best doggone sit-down restaurant in our area, folks. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. The hours of operation, we start there 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, open Thursday and Friday night now until 8 o'clock. You get in there Friday night, it's a classic car driving theme with the sock hop music playing in the background, and register for a drawing to win a $10 or $20 gift certificate, dine-in customers. Or you can eat fish on Friday night. Award-winning breakfast served all day. A lot of new great menu items. I've tried them all. They're sensational, believe me. Great family atmosphere. Did I say award-winning breakfast? I probably did already. Fast, friendly service. Very reasonably priced. You can't ask for anything more. You see a lot of the same people there. There's a good reason for that. They know it doesn't get any better than the Finish Line Family Restaurant. And I can assure you, when you dine in there and you fuel up with food from the Finish Line, you're always going to finish first. And you pay your bill, walk out that door, you're going to have a big smile on your face, feeling fully satisfied, telling yourself, I'll be back. Okay, I'll see you there. I better see you there. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Do you? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling it Audible with Joe Rudin at Barron Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're simply losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement health care costs. Now, what about businesses? Businesses don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. Okay? Give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. One more time, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. And of course, lastly, Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street, 517-610-5372. The only place around here to go for tech service, sales service, any technical issues at all. We're so lucky to have them in our area here. This is the only place to go. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walton Street. Directly across the street from Fat Shack's Automotive there. About 100 feet west of Howell Street. Can't miss it. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. Tim Lilly and his staff, certainly more than capable of resolving any tech issues you may have. Computers, new or used, flat screen TV, monitoring, programming setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers. You need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Just get in there and see them. Okay? Because they're the best at what they do around here. Like I said, they're certainly take care of any tech issues you have at all. Quality PC, 37 Walter Street, 517-610-5372, or get in there and see them. You tell them, make it Rick sent you, will you? Thank you. So, well, I'm going to save this for last. Tigers played tonight. They won 3 in a row. Seattle comes in. They have won 8 of their last 9. They lost their last game to the Mets. Prior to that, they had an 8-game winning streak. They're in first place now in the American League West. They do not have Cal Raleigh. This has not been a good year for Cal Raleigh, who hit 60 home runs last year, was the all-star catcher. He's been hurt for a while, and it's going to be a while yet before he comes back. And even before he got hurt, he wasn't doing all that well. He won't come anywhere close to what he did last year, for sure. Uh, Tigers aren't going to see Cal Raleigh. Maybe that's a break. Framber Valdez going tonight. Justin Verlander, a couple of days ago, had a rehab at Toledo. The word is that if all goes well, he could be pitching next weekend in Cleveland. We'll see how that turns out. Also, Derek Skubal will be making a rehab start tomorrow night at West Michigan. If all goes well, he could be making a start next weekend in Cleveland. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. Tigers are still 13 games under 500. And like I said before, they've dug themselves such a steep, deep hole. It's hard for me anyway to envision them coming out of this. Now, they are currently telling other teams in the major leagues, at least for now. Trade deadline is 2 months away yet. They're not looking to trade anybody right now. Okay? But things can change. Apparently, they're encouraged by what they saw in Tampa, the sweep of the Rays. Other news, the Yankees, devastating news for the Yankees if you haven't heard. Pardon me. Aaron Judge is going to be gone for at least 2 months. He's got a stress fracture in his ribs, apparently, or one of his ribs on his right side. They keep doing MRIs on him. He keeps going to see all these specialists. Well, all we know right now is that he'll be gone 6 to 8 weeks with this issue that he has right now. This on top of the fact that Giancarlo Stanton hasn't played since late April. I think he's got a calf issue. You could see him back by the end of the month. In a way, I guess this is good news for the Tigers because between now and July the 1st, they do have 6 games with the Yankees. You ain't gonna see anybody get hurt, but so no Stanton and no Judge for the Yankees. No Judge at least for the next. I'm not a doctor. He's going to have more tests, more MRIs. It could be August before you see Aaron Judge back. It'll certainly be after the All-Star game anyway, for sure. Tough blow for the Yankees because in monitoring the series they just played in New York against Cleveland. Pardon me. Boy, allergies have kicked in already. Without Judge and Stanton in the lineup, looks like a rather impotent lineup. Most of these names you haven't heard of. They did salvage one game yesterday, beating Cleveland 2-1, but they're still hitting home runs, but that's a lot of that has to do with the ballpark they play in. It's a Little League park. Anyway, nobody's going to feel sorry for the Yankees. Certainly not this guy here. I'm just passing on to you what the Yankees are going through right now. Okay, if you're a Yankee fan, I still think they're going to make the playoffs. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. They still have a good pitching rotation, fairly decent bullpen. Obviously, they're going to miss the production of Judge. Front end of that lineup for sure. But I got you caught up on the Tigers news, I guess. Their 3-game series now come up with Seattle at home. 3 more with Minnesota next week before they hit the road and go to Cleveland. They'll be in Cleveland next weekend. Okay. Lions. I don't know if you consider this earth-shattering news or not. Dan Campbell said yesterday in his presser that when asked about the health of Kirby Joseph, now I'll give you the good news first. Sam Laporta and Terrion Arnold were both on the practice field yesterday. Okay, that's great news. That's good news. When asked about Kirby Joseph, Campbell simply said, "I don't know. We don't know right now. We won't know until training camp opens up in late July." And when it's time for training camp opens up and it's time for him to hit the field, then we'll know something. Right now, they just don't know. Matt the Diesel Derry, who's a good friend of the Time Out Show with Andy. We've had him on before. Does a daily podcast called Locked On Lions. You can get it on YouTube. And last night, I liked Matt, but he acted like this was Armageddon. Called it bad news. Well, it's not good news, yeah, but it's not bad news either. Campbell was honest when he said we don't know right now. Is that bad or good? I don't know. I'm looking at it as a glass half full. This is awful, terrible news. Oh, just devastating. Crying. What are we going to do? I'm sorry, Matt. Let's wait until training camp opens up before you have a hissy fit or whatever it is you're doing there. I can't, but sometimes he has a tendency to get all bent out of shape. Let's wait and see exactly as he said. They won't know anything until training camp opens up and it's time for him to hit the field. Then we'll have something more definitive. In the meantime, Matt, please promise me you're not going to lose any sleep over this. Okay? Oh, why? We'll talk more about them maybe on the Lions, maybe on Monday. I want to get this Dylan Larkin thing out of the way. About 24 hours ago, it was reported Dylan Larkin, Red Wing captain, is demanding a trade. He wants out. This was first reported by Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman. Sportsnet is the Canadian version, if you will, of ESPN. Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet is citing several sources that Larkin is demanding a trade. Okay, he's got a no trade clause, which means he can pretty much choose the team that he goes to, I guess, you look at it that way. This doesn't surprise me. Who is culpable for this situation the way it is right now? Who is culpable? Everybody. Everybody involved. From the owner, Chris Ilitch, to the general manager, Steve Yzerman, even Dylan Larkin. Dylan Larkin, a lot of people think he's soft, in spite of the fact that he wears the C on his sweater. And even the coach, Todd McClellan, after a game last year, said, we've got a lot of players, all they do is put on a jersey and skate up and down the ice. 2 years ago, Dylan was publicly critical of Yzerman for not doing anything at the trade deadline. It's a total mess right now. Okay. Look, Yzerman is 9 consecutive years he hasn't made the playoffs. And the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who have only been in existence for 9 years, this is their 3rd Stanley Cup right now. Maybe the worst possible thing that could have happened to the Wings was moving from the Western Conference over to the Eastern Conference. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a Steve Yzerman fan. It's almost like the Ilitches owe him a debt of gratitude for the several Stanley Cups that he accrued when he was playing here. I don't know. If there was this were anybody else, he'd have been gone a long time ago. And he's still here yet. If I were Yzerman, I tell Larkin, okay, you want to trade? You want to be traded? You want to trade? All right. We're going to trade you where we get the best offer. And I don't give a rat's ass where you do or don't want to go. And if you don't like it, you can stay right here. We don't have to trade you. We don't have to trade you. You hit the ice next season at LCA. Let's hear the boos. Let's hear the bulls. That's what I would, if I were Steve Yzerman, folks, that's what I would tell Dylan Larkin. You want to go, you want to trade, okay. We're going to trade you where we get the best value. The best value. And I don't care whether you want to go there or not. If you don't, you're going to stay right here and you're going to play. They're going to play, and I guarantee you, every time he hits the ice and goes over the boards and hit the ice, you're going to hear resounding boos at LCA. Another thing, I'd like to know who leaked it. Who leaked this? I've got several suspicions. Eisenman's, Larkin's agent, for one. Worst thing that could have happened was this thing with Timmy made public. Cat's out of the bag now. We'll talk about this more next week. I've said enough. That's going to do it. Don't forget, tomorrow morning here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM with Andy and Jen. We'll talk about this, obviously, in the morning. And I'll talk to you all again then on Monday. So in the meantime, have yourselves a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I can't thank you enough. Spread the word. Spread the word. I need more subscribers. Okay, thank you. Remember, folks, please treat each other with respect. So until Monday then, I hope you have a very pleasant weekend. And again, thanks so much for watching and listening. Until Monday, I'll see you. Bye-bye.